Okay, this book is unpublished yet, but we're going to start reading it to you. This is the cover. Escape from Vacation World. The first book was Superhero Vacation World, which you can see pictures over there on the left, and we'll be showing you more information as we go along. But now, let's give you a foretaste of some of the chapters that will be discussed here in this book. And Chapter 1, The Visitors. Chapter 2, Bailey and Bigfoot. Chapter 3, Bailey's Big Decision. Chapter 4, The Return to Notlam. Chapter 5, What Again? Chapter 6, The Big Splash. Chapter 7, Cassio. Chapter 8, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Chapter 9, The Reunion. Chapter 10, A Surprise for Marie. Chapter 11, How Real is Real. Chapter 12, Bad News for Grandma. Chapter 13, Fresh Fish. Chapter 14, Kimchi. Chapter 15, Clean Laundry and Dirty Dishes. Chapter 16, The Truth in the Darkness. Chapter 17, Christian Shark. Chapter 18, Baby Doll's Air Train. Chapter 19, Gentar Mentar. Chapter 20, Under Attack. Chapter 21, The Mission. Chapter 22, The Truth About Villains. Chapter 23, To the Batcave. Chapter 24, Tunnel Mountain. Chapter 25, From the Shadow of Death. Chapter 26, The Not-So-Dynamic Duel. Chapter 27, Time Out for Pain. Chapter 28, A Change of Heart. Chapter 29, Saving Showbiz. Chapter 30, It's Showtime! Chapter 31, Darkness Begins to Fall. Chapter 32, Things That Go Bump in the Night. Chapter 33, Bailey Meets Spitfire. Chapter 34, The Past Never Forgets You. Chapter 25, History Lessons. Chapter 26, The General's Ugly Secret. Chapter 27, An Uninvited Guest. Chapter 28, Home Movies. Chapter 29, Pay Up. Chapter 40, Monkey Island. Chapter 41, Monkey Business. Chapter 42, The Great Deception. Chapter 43, The Revelation. Chapter 44, Surrender. Chapter 45, Judgment. Chapter 46, Blinded by the Light. Chapter 47, The King Has Arrived. Chapter 48, Those Who Stay Behind. Chapter 49, Behind the Curtain. Chapter 50, It's Not Fair. Chapter 51, Saving Cassio. Chapter 52, Born Again. Those are our chapters. And the chapter 1 will begin with the visitors and just give you just a little bit of foretaste. We have some pictures in this. This is the visitors. You see the visitors in dark, and then you'll see the two characters, Joel and Bailey. And stay tuned for more. 1. The visitors. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I don't want to talk to them anymore. I've told them everything I know. Why do they keep bothering me? Tell them, Joel, begs Bailey as she turns away her face. I'm not sure they'll listen to me, Bailey, explains Joel as she thrusts her 60-year-old hand against her chest in her usual dramatic manner that seemed to define her. Despite the fact that she was an older woman now, Joelle took great pride in her youthful stamina and her biting chutzpah. Even with advanced maturity needling her, she was never one to hesitate to stand up for anyone, especially for her longtime childhood friend, Bailey Wilder. "I'm not well. Tell them to come back tomorrow," implores Bailey as she turns her face away from her friend to suppress her emotions. "Bailey, it's okay. I don't think it's the police this time. They're in suits. Might be the FBI or maybe even more of those UFO people from the magazines who think maybe you were abducted. You should talk to them. They may even give you some money just to talk to them." She casts a sigh and continues to keep her back to them. "I don't care who it is and what they have to offer me. Tell them to go away. I'm too sick to talk to them today. I'm too sick to talk to anybody. Please, Joelle. I've been through enough of this already. Just tell them." Joelle casts a sigh as Bailey turns quickly around and says to her with a pleading smile, "Any word yet from my grandson Corky?" "No. He's still upset about his mother and father missing. He's still at his girlfriend's house and refuses to come back to his home." Joelle thrusts open her arms and with outstretched palms says querulously, petulant, "It's been a week, girl. What do you expect?" Bailey looks to the ground, folds her hand, exhales slowly, and says dispiritedly, "I guess. I suppose that's good as any place for him to be right now," utters Bailey, who continues to be downcast and emotionally crushed with no answer to share. "Bailey, we've been friends for a long time. I know you're holding something back from what really happened. Why don't you just tell them the truth and face the consequences? It's the right thing to do," urges Joelle as she puts down her half-finished crochet baby blanket that she was making for one of the neighbor's pregnant daughters. Bailey smiles apologetically to her friend and says, "I can't. Nobody would believe me. They would think that I was crazy or on drugs or that I even went senile. Bailey, I'm your friend. I would believe you," says Joelle. "I will stand with you." "You say that now because you're expecting me to tell you something normal. If I told you the truth, you would honestly think that I was crazy. It's just better if I tell people I don't remember. Besides, there's nothing anybody can do about it anyway." Joelle places her hand on Bailey's hand and with a sotto voice says, "You know the local police still don't believe you, girl. And the story that you told them at first about this is just plain crazy. The state is sending in some special investigators, and you know more about the media can't be too far away from this. You can't keep trying to fool them by saying you don't remember, Bailey. They don't believe you. You're not a very good liar. You've never been a good liar." "I know, but I just can't," says Bailey as she reaches out and touches Joelle's baby blanket with a sense of fondness for such things herself. "I overheard one of the cops say something like they plan on using the satellites in space to see if they can locate the yacht on the bottom of the lake. They already used divers and haven't had any success in finding it. But when they will find it, dear, and they are determined to find it. Bailey, I know what I'm talking about. They think you killed them all and sunk the ship with their bodies to hide the evidence. They think you're faking amnesia. You're in big trouble, girl," says Joelle, as serious as a heart attack. "It's a big lake," says Bailey, somewhat retiring and drawing comfort from her own words. "And a big lie as well, I might add. Tell the truth, Bailey, and face up to it. You can't run away from this. You know that. Besides, if what the investigators said is true, you know they're going to find it. It's just a matter of time, warns Joelle with concern. Look, I hit my head and woke up on shore. That's all I'm going to tell them, says Bailey, weary of this conversation. That's all I know. She concludes as she grabs her face again and hides it in her wet-soaked hands. Joelle shakes her head in disbelief and puts her mouth almost right on Bailey's ear and whispers emphatically, "When they found you waking up on the beach, everybody said your clothes were dry, and there was no sign that you were ever in the lake." You have to admit, that's pretty strange. Bailey's eyes race back and forth as she realized tiredly, I told them everything I could remember. Why can't they just leave me alone and let me get on with my life? Suddenly, the front door opens. Excuse me? I'm sorry. We just can't take no for an answer or wait by the door for you to invite us in, replies a shorter man with thinning hair and sideburns that circle his face and join together under his chin. Joelle's mouth drops open as they brazenly waltz right into her house uninvitedly. This is Chapter 2, which will continue on later.